In this video, we will learn how to solve exponential equations. First of all, we have to review exponents. A to the fifth power. What is A? A is base. What is 5? 5 is an exponent or power. What does A to the fifth power means? It means take A and multiply by itself 5 times. Now we'll review how to solve linear equations. We have two absolutely simple linear equations. X plus 3 is equal to 5. How will we solve this equation? Because we have addition right here in front of 3, we have to subtract 3 from both sides. So 3 will cancel out, and our answer will be x equal to 2. What did we do here? We did opposite. We had addition right here, and because we had addition, we had to subtract 3 from both sides. Now we have to solve this equation. We have 2x is equal to 6. 2x is exactly the same as 2 times x. What is opposite of multiplication? Opposite of multiplication is division. We have to divide by 2. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. So your x is equal to 3. I know these two examples are simple equations. What I want you to pay attention to is that we do opposite in order to solve an equation. Now we will solve a new equation, and this is an exponential equation. 2 to the power x is equal to 16. How do we know that this equation is an exponential equation? We have to look at our variable x, and our x is an exponent, so this equation is an exponential equation. How do we solve exponential equation? We take logarithm of both sides, because logarithms and exponents are opposite. Logarithm of 2 to the power x is equal to logarithm of 16. What do you see? I took a logarithm of both sides. 2 to the power x stays the same, and I put it inside of parentheses, and 16 is the same, and I put it inside of parentheses. This is step 1. Step 2, I will move the exponent in front of the logarithm. So it will look like this. X times a logarithm of 2 is equal to logarithm of 16. Logarithm of 2 is a number that you can calculate on your calculator. So to have x by itself, we have to divide by logarithm of 2. Because it's multiplication here, we have to do division. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. So this will cancel out, and your x will be 4. And you always can check your answer. You can type on your calculator 2 to the power 4, and you will find out that this will be equal to 16. So we did everything correctly. In your homework, when you work on exponential model, exponential equations, I want you to follow the same steps. Step 1, use logarithms to both sides. Step 2, move the exponent in front of the logarithm, and then calculate nicely. Next example that we solve will be 60 is equal to 5 to the power x. Again, This is an exponential equation because our variable x is an exponent. To solve an exponential equation, we have to use logarithms to both sides. So it will be logarithm of 60 equal to logarithm of 5x. This step called write the logarithm to both sides. Next step, we will move the exponent in front of the logarithm. Logarithm of 60 is equal to x times logarithm of 5. What will we do next? I told you that logarithm of a number, it's a number that you can calculate on a calculator. So in order to have x by itself, we have to divide by logarithm of 5. So this will cancel out. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. Now you will calculate, and your answer will be 2.5439 and continue. I want you to round all your answers for 3 decimal places. So it will be 2.544. And again, you can check your answer. If you type on a calculator 5 to the power 2.544, it will be equal to 60.00392. You see that your answer is a little bit different from what you had over here. It's 60. Why? Because we round up right here. This is why your final answer is a little bit higher than it's supposed to be. But I want you to follow again the same steps and show all your. This is the last equation for today. Again, this is an exponential equation because my variable x is an exponent. And step number 1, use logarithm to both sides. Logarithm of 7 2x to the power 2x is equal to logarithm of 21. Step 2, move the exponent in front of the logarithm. So it will be 2x, and it's a good idea to put it inside of parentheses, times a logarithm of 7 equal to logarithm of 21. You know already that logarithm of 7 is a number that you can calculate on a calculator. So we will divide by logarithm of 7. We will have 2x is equal to logarithm of 21 over logarithm of 7. What will we do next? We have 2x. It's exactly the same as 2 times x. What is opposite of multiplication? Division is opposite of multiplication, so we have to divide by 2. So your x will be, type on your calculator, logarithm of 22, don't forget to close the parentheses, divide by logarithm of 7. Again, don't forget to close the parentheses. It's a good idea to press enter and then divide by 2. And your final answer will be 0.78228, and it will continue. And we agreed that we will round your answer to 3 decimal places. So the final answer will be x equal to 0.782. Now it's your turn to do your homework.